Oh my god, the nostalgia is real. Hey guys, I'm your host Daniel, and tonight we're going to talk about The Crafting Dead Season 5, Episode 6, Back to Our Roots. So let's go over what happened this episode. So to review what happened this episode, they were all about to head onto the helicopter, but Sky and Jess decided to stay behind, in case Ross tries to kill the only hope of saving Ghetto, Dr. Jin. The other four head onto the helicopter, and AK flew them to a very well-known place from The Crafting Dead, Seaport, from way back in Season 1, where it all began. He claimed it's something about his past, and that the only reason he's telling them is because he wants to keep Ghetto alive. With lots of suspense on what he's about to show them, he took them to an underground room, leaving us off with a cliffhanger. So that's what happened this episode. Now let's see what everyone's saying about it in the comments. The first comment comes from Emma McIntyre, who says, "Maybe AK is working with Red and it's all a big trap." The second comment comes from Silas Smith, who said, "I think it's a military bunker. He called it the safest place in all of Seaport, and he knows military protocol too." The third comment comes from Speeds, who said, "AK should be Red's brother." And the last comment comes from Applejack Animations, who said, "I'm kind of thinking that AK is evil or something, because since they got off that plane, thing really weird, maybe." So as you guys can see, everybody's starting to think AK is a bad guy. They're just starting to make all these different theories about him. I hope he's not. He's a pretty cool character, and I don't want to see him turn into a bad guy again. So those were people's thoughts on this episode. We'll go over my thoughts in a second, but first, let us take a moment to remember those we lost tonight. Psych! Nobody died this episode because there were no walkers in Seaport. But now let's go over my predictions for what will happen next. So my predictions is that AK will reveal this room, but they might not know about trusting him anymore. Maybe it'll be something that they just don't know how they feel about him. But he'll stay in the group for the moment. They'll get all the stuff they needed for Ghetto, and they'll return to DC, giving Dr. Jin all the supplies he needs. But because there are no walkers in Seaport, after he makes all the Formula X, they're going to head back to Seaport, because if there's no walkers, it's a perfect place to go since it's safe. And they're going to build themselves a nice place to stay, so it'll be kind of good for them for a while. Kind of like the prison in The Walking Dead, how they managed to claim it and build a little small community for them. That's what I'm thinking might happen. So those are my predictions for the next episode. Now, hope you were paying attention, because it's time to take our quiz. Alright, that is going to be it for the first episode of the Talking Crafting Dead. If you liked it, please be sure to leave a like, comment what you'll think will happen next, and if you're new, please subscribe. It really helps, and we'll see you for episode 7. Goodbye.